The Real Grammar of Simple Present. I'm Truthy McFact, and when I'm right, I know it. I'm habitual repeat, and I put the bet in habitual. I'm Circe Academe, when in Rome, as the poet says. I'm Madam Historical. They called me hysterical, but I look them in the face and I stand tall. Well, hello, my name is Truthy. I work as a grammar instructor at UCLA. And so to join us, Madam Historical, you really need to know our rules. But it's pretty easy because you hear the simple present a lot, so I think you should be fine. Our show discusses the special uses of the simple present tense. We form the simple present with the base form, or the infinitive, of most verbs. And in the third person singular, the base form takes a s or a s sound at the end. For the rest of the forms, well, they just stay the same as the base form. Nice to meet you. I'm Circe Academe, and I write books and read academic papers. Circe is so pretentious. Most people she cites haven't been alive in ages, but she acts as if they're in the room sitting next to us. Look, he's just as right today as he was when he wrote it. You should get it, Truthy. You're all about statements of fact or belief. This is no different to me. When I agree with the source that I'm citing, I use simple present. You know, I'm reading about Ptolemy right now and how he said that the Earth was the center of the universe, but Copernicus actually says that the sun is the center of the universe. Let's recap. Truthy uses the simple present tense in order to make statements of truth, fact, or belief. For example, we form the simple present with the infinitive. Circe uses the simple present tense when she cites people she agrees with, even if they're long gone. For example, Copernicus says that the sun is the center of the universe. The simple present tense is used to make statements of fact or opinion and to cite authors we agree with. I'm habitual repeat, and I bring the party every time. Woo! Good old habitual. She sure is a creature of habit. We use the simple present to talk about habitual's repeated actions, and she makes it easy. Basically, I like to think of her as the special use where you could add continually or all the time to the end of her sentences and they would mean exactly the same thing because they're basically implied already. Ooh, I love a good mimosa. All the time. She'll always take a mimosa and she always loves it when she does. It's like a habit. Let's recap. Habitual uses the simple present to talk about habitual or repeated actions. For example, I bring the party every time. She makes it easy. I work as a grammar instructor. The simple present is used to discuss habitual, repeated, or continual action. I see your name all the time, Madam Historical. I think you'll fit right in. Why, thank you, habitual. I was on the Real Grammar of Past Tense for a season, but it wasn't a good fit. I mean, get this, right? Simple past says to me, you'll never fit in here. And so I say, then good riddance. Wow. Madam, when you use the simple present to talk about events that took place in the past, it feels like we're in the action with you, like it's happening right now. Well, yes. I give blow-by-blows in the simple present. It makes the historical really feel current. Wow, I love it. Let's recap. Madam Historical uses the simple present to talk about the past. Her blow-by-blow account of the events makes the action feel more present to the reader. This usage is also common in newspaper headlines. For example, get this. I was grocery shopping the other day when the cashier says to me. The simple present is used to discuss events in the past as if they were happening right now. Yeah, you use the simple present all right. Now we just need to see if you can match our youthful energy. This week on The Real Grammar of Simple Present, we discussed how the simple present uses the base form of the verb, or the infinitive form. In the third person singular, the base form takes a s sound at the end. Spelling will depend on the verb. The 4 special uses discussed here in this episode were to make statements of fact, opinion, or belief, when citing a source we agree with, to discuss habitual or repeated action, and to articulate past events and history as if the reader were there as it was happening.